want to make sure we're on the right deck here. So if you've noticed on the website, we've made a lot of adjustments and improvements to the website. And our next phase of that is going to be to add and layer in video. And we started to talk about this at the Core Cause Kickoff. I think I speed dialed through these slides. So we've enhanced them a bit, and that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So the first activity that we're going to do is a little warm-up activity. It might seem very basic, but we're gonna do a little warm-up here, and it's going to help you with the exercise later. Did we lose Izzy again? No, Izzy's okay. She's down here on my screen. All right. Just want to make sure we had everybody. All right. So the first thing I'd like you to do is to take out a piece of paper and just quickly jot down your mission. This is something that you probably know by heart. Izzy and Kira, if you don't completely have your mission down yet, we'll still work with you on that, obviously. But go ahead and jot down a few ideas. I'm just going to give you a second to do that. Okay. Nate, I'm going to put you on the spot here for a second. Would you mind sharing your mission and introducing yourself to the others on the call?
Yeah, I'm walking through my house and I was trying to grab some paper because I didn't have any with me.
It's all good. I know you can do this cold.
Okay. I'm Nate Evans. I am the founder of Woodworking with a Purpose, and we build furniture and other things for families in need. We started in 2020, and our goal is to serve God in our community one piece of furniture at a time.
Awesome. Awesome. Would anybody else like to share?
Sure, I'll share mine.
Thank you, Dee Dee.
I'm Dee Dee Gray. I'm a part of Engage Food Pantry at Redemption Church, Chester. We have been in existence for over 15 years, but I've been part of CORE now. This will be our second year. So our mission is to feed and transform the lives of people with food and resources, one box at a time. And we are also, I believe, God-centered, but the mission is feeding everybody. There is no denomination. There's no block in that. It's just, how can we help touch the community and the lives when they need help, one step at a time.
Fantastic. Okay. Would anybody else like to share? Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next question. So the next question is, how has CORE helped you with that mission? Or if you're a new cause, why did you select CORE? And the reason we're asking this question is because potential causes will come to the site and they'll start looking through these stories and videos, and you'll inspire others by your story. So we're also looking for some messaging around CORE and how CORE has helped your specific mission move forward. And Megan, if you can advance the slide, there's a couple of ideas here, and these came from the Core Cause Kickoff. So how has CORE helped your cause? Why are you excited to work with CORE? And if you flip forward, you'll see some of your answers when we use the Menti polling back in the Core Cause Kickoff in February. Paperwork is a big one. Our first fundraiser keeps me organized, taxes, getting set up. And then Megan, if you scroll one more, there's another slide there as well. Helping other people understand what we stand for. Met some wonderful people, older and younger. Vision, strategy, platforms, fundraising. Okay, would anybody like to share their thoughts here?
I guess I'll go again.
Thanks, Dee Dee.
I would say that they brought order, clarity to our mission and mandate, and they helped us establish what the vision would look like. I think we had it in our head. We were trying to do it, but I believe CORE helped us put feet to the vision.
That's great.
And we're excited to be part of it because it keeps us on our toes. It keeps us accountable and focused to do what we want to do and to love what we do with integrity.
All right, that's great. Okay. All
I would
right.
have to, sorry, I would have to say that being a part of CORE has given us a legitimacy, can't even say the word, um, that it allowed us to not only receive higher but stronger donations and get the word out there more. People are like, oh, this guy's legit,
Mhm.
because we had that backup, and being able to say flip cause and not GoFundMe and things like that. Especially when we hit, the big news, it was a lot easier to just say, yeah, we're a charity because of, this connection, blah, blah, blah.
Great. That's great feedback, Nate. All right. So let's go to the next slide. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit now about video storytelling. We started to hit on this and why it's important and in the core cause kickoff. So why video storytelling? First of all, video is the hottest, greatest thing, right? Everybody wants to look at those videos. You're much more likely to have someone engage with you through a video than you are through actually having to take the time to read something. So it's going to increase your engagement. The social media algorithms favor video. It's going to bring your story to life, and you can do that through speaking, and you can also do that by adding photos and music. It increases brand awareness. And just as a quick stat, 92% of marketeers state video gives a strong ROI. And there are ways to incorporate that into the website also that increase that ROI that we'll be doing as well. And that's why we're moving to video. Okay, so in the next slide, we're going to talk a little bit about how to kind of put all this together into a little script. So basically your script for the video is going to look something like this. I represent Engage Food Pantry. Our mission is the beautiful thing that Dee Dee just said. And then CORE has enabled us to engage in that mission and to further our mission by. You don't have to use those exact words, but something along those lines is what we're looking for. So it's really the three things. It's who you are, what's your mission, what do you stand for, and then how has CORE brought that to life for you? And that's what we're looking for. And we're looking for that ideally in a minute, which I know is not a lot of time. We're going to try to make this easy for you. And Nate, you did this during the pandemic. So we're going to ask you to basically do each of those questions and pause. And then we're going to splice them together for you and make them look pretty and add captions and music and edit them. And you don't need to do any of that. We're going to take care of that for you. So we're looking for something like this. I'm with Engage Food Pantry, or however you want to say that. Pause, because we're going to take it and we're going to splice it. Our mission is da-da-da-da-da-da-da. CORE has enabled us or empowered us in this manner. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And so you're basically giving us 3 clips, but you're going to pause in between each one. And then we're going to take those clips and we're going to put some, we might do a short mission statement video that we're going to throw out on social media. And Nate, we might include, your mission statement, Area Ambition, ProFresh, and Dee Dee's all in one clip. And we might just do mission statements. So we're going to use these clips in a couple different ways. We have some wonderful interns that are starting with us here in a week or so, and they're going to be taking care of that. So the way that we're looking for you to shoot these, to give you some tips and tricks, is first of all, you want to stabilize your phone, and we want horizontal. So horizontal is like this. You can shoot on your iPhone. I have an iPhone 13. It takes fantastic videos, but you have to stabilize it. You can't have somebody holding it. Even if you think that you're standing there holding it really still, it's still going to be shaky. So you need it 100% stabilized and on some sort of a stand or propped up. You want great lighting, and you want a simple background. This is about as fancy of a background as I will have. It does have a few lines on it, but when I have my full lights, you really can't see them, and it's not bothersome. I also would not wear black. I'm wearing my USA Triathlon. I've been doing triathlon work today, so I'm a little casual tonight, but I wouldn't wear black on a navy blue background. So you want something that's simple, but it's going to pop on whatever background that you have. So that's sort of what you'd wear. You want to, again, make sure it's horizontal. I can't tell you how many times we ask for horizontal. We end up getting a vertical video. When you try to take one vertical video and splice it with horizontal videos, it doesn't work. And when you try to put this on Instagram, it doesn't work. So we're trying to make this easy and just ask you to shoot one quick video for us. You're going to want to put these into a Google Drive. So after the call, we will send out a Google Drive link for you to send your file. And again, you don't need to add music. You don't need to filter it. We'll take care of all of that so that they all have the same sort of look and feel. Also, if it's easy for you and you are in the Northern Virginia area, you can come here and shoot. We have a green screen. We can shoot you right here. If you need help storyboarding, the storyboard is what we just talked about, right? It's the who you are, your mission, and how CORE has helped you. If you need any help with that, kind of coming up with a little script, reach out to Megan or myself. We'll be happy to help you with that. And then we're going to give you some incentives. So if you submit these in the next 2 weeks, we're going to give you $50 off 2 gala tickets. That is a hot deal. The tickets are, I believe they're going to be $125. So that's a great deal. We're going to replace the videos, as I said, on the CORE Cause webpage. So right now you have a photo, some of you have a logo. We're going to make these all look consistent. Those that have a video are getting bumped to the top. So you're gonna be the first ones seen, and the first people to get us their video are to be rewarded. So I hope that gives you some incentive, because you really do want to be on the top of that page.
Excuse me, did you say
yes.
with a logo or without?
No logos.
No logo.
Now Megan asked everyone for photos. So if you have, I know that was in one of the email requests that she sent out. And that's because we're really trying to drive content in mission moments on the website and on social media. And we just don't have those photos from you. I don't mean you specifically, Dee Dee. I mean of our CORE causes. So if you can submit within the Google Drive, if you can submit a couple of photos with your video, that would be great, because what the interns will do is they'll take those photos and they'll weave them into your video. If there's a logo that you have that you'd like us to include, dump it into the Google Drive as well. But we need it all in one place, so we're not searching in 5 places and on emails and texts and different places for photos and logos and content. So we really want all that in one place. Does that make sense? Awesome. Do you have any questions? Let's just take a pause here. Does anyone have any questions, or would anybody like to try to put it all together and do their script? Megan.
So I'll jump in real quick.
Yeah.
I know I was talking to, or chatting with Izzy and Kira earlier, right? And they're brand new cause. They're awesome. They're doing some good work, and they're just trying to make those connections to do it. So, they were awesome. They already sent a couple sentence email to us about who they are and what they're about. And they brought up a really good point. Like, we're brand new. We don't have any pictures. So for me, my recommendation is, even if you don't have a lot of pictures, number one, the next time you do something, or Dee Dee is an example, the next time you guys are packing boxes or doing something, just shoot some pictures, like make a mental note. But then the other thing, and Tara, correct me if I'm wrong, is even if you're brand new, like even if you have some pictures of you as the leaders, right? Just to kind of share your story when we do it in words that we can use on social media, like to introduce you or put you out on a spotlight, that's okay as well, right? So at least we can put a face to the name. We're trying to personalize what all of you are doing for your purpose and your mission, and like create that gravitation from the different outlets that we have for people to really want to connect and support you. Does that make sense?
It definitely makes sense. So I don't know if Izzy and Kira, their Zoom is crashing, so I don't know if they can hear us, but we can circle back with them later. But a perfect example for them is they are collecting, they're doing clothing drives for individuals in the community that need professional wear and can't afford it. So a perfect example of a photo for them is Izzy's living room. Her mom sent me a photo that has some racks of clothes, and Izzy is standing there, with the clothes. So perfect example of a great photo for Izzy and Kira would be to stand in front of those clothes and take a couple photos. And I know they're going to nail this project and this assignment because I know they love doing videos. So I know some of you are more comfortable than others doing video, but you'll get much more comfortable the more videos that you do. And again, we're trying to take the hardest part about video is not shooting it, it's making it really look pretty and tying it up and editing and really making it look professional. And we're going to do that for you, but you have to send us some quality content in order for us to do that. Carrie is putting something in the chat here. Do the pictures need to be portrait? That's a great question. Ideally, they're horizontal, but we could really work with portrait. You've got a great set of photos, Carrie. So pick out your favorites and we'll give them to the interns and they'll match it up with Mia's speaking. I think this is going to be a great opportunity for her to really get her message out there. She's got more pictures than we probably will be able to fit in this video, but maybe, they'll create a couple. Let's see what they come up with. Go ahead, Dee.
Tara, I have a question. Some of the volunteers that I have are special needs kids, and they are kids that come from group homes, and we're not allowed to take pictures. So I do have a few pictures of the staff, our volunteer staff.
Perfect.
But the pictures of actually the kids working, and when I mean kids, they're anywhere from 16 to 21. But we're sort of limited with what we can do with that. What would you suggest in a case like that?
You've got some great pictures of your volunteers. I'm thinking of one, y'all were going like this.
Oh, yeah.
Some boxes and things that looked fun and energetic and engaging, and you can see the work that you're doing behind you with the boxes. So okay. I think anything along those lines with your volunteers is fantastic.
Okay.
Just give us a couple, pick your couple favorites.
Okay.
And Dee Dee, you definitely want to be careful with the individuals you can't, the young adults, I'll call them, that you can't take pictures of. But like, if one of them is like putting something in the trunk of the car and it's like no face, no nothing, like with other volunteers, if that happens to be the case where there's really nothing identifiable, like, you don't have to toss that picture out, if that makes sense.
I think, am I here? Can y'all hear me?
We can.
Okay, finally, I'm sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, that's what we do. If the couple of times that Mia has had an event or been somewhere where we haven't had a chance to talk to somebody, and I will get kind of behind the child or whatever and get a picture of her from the front and the child or the adult or the whoever from the back.
Mm-hmm.
And then that way we could use those pictures of her interacting with those people, but we don't have their face. And so if I know that this is just somebody random that is stopping by for a second and we're snapping a picture, I get Mia from the front and that person from the back. And that way we don't have to worry about asking permission or, violating somebody's privacy.
Awesome.
That's a great point. Really great point. Does anyone else have any questions or comments? Okay. How are you feeling about the assignment? Good? Awesome. I think it's really going to make a difference. I know that it is. It's going to really help us get the message out there a lot faster and reach a lot more folks at the core cause level and at the core level. So just know that by doing this, you're really spreading inspiration to others and hopefully inspiring them to fill out that core cause application and growing this amazing group of leaders that we have. And that's really our goal in doing this project. If any of you really, really, really want to edit your own video, reach out to us and talk to us about it. But we would still like your raw footage because we might put them in a montage. So I just did want to add that. Okay, a couple more really exciting announcements. So for our high schoolers out there, pay a lot of attention to this. These are opportunities that would look amazing on your college resume, and adults as well, of course. So Core Foundation is a Presidential Volunteer Service Award coordinating group. So what that means is that we are able, for the volunteer service hours that you contribute, we are able to give out awards. And you can, obviously, as you can see, depending on your age and your number of hours, and this is in an annual basis, you can achieve the bronze, the silver, or the gold level, or you can accumulate lifetime achievement awards. And again, these look really impressive at any age, and quite frankly, you all deserve them. And so I wanted to make sure that today you know about this opportunity. All that you need to do is track your hours. If you know, it's over the course of 12 months. So if this is something that, you know, you already have achieved this, let us know. And we would love to see some of you recognized at the Giving Gala this year. So at the Giving Gala would be when we would present these awards to our core cause leaders. The Giving Gala is November 4th. And we also will be announcing the Rookie of the Year award and the Core Cause of the Year award. So all of those will be announced at the Giving Gala. And I believe the next slide has those dates, which is a nice segue. So the gala is November 4th. And it is going to be at the Reston Community Center. And the photo that's on this slide, it was taken last year at the gala. It's a really wonderful event. We have a very exciting MC that I'm not allowed to announce yet, but the reveal will be soon. Okay, a couple other opportunities. We have our health and wellness fair coming up, and we've invited our core causes to take part in that. And what that basically is the athletes for the Reston Sprint Triathlon, which is one of the largest fundraisers for the Core Foundation, is on June 3rd. The athletes, we have about 800 athletes. They'll be coming through and picking up their packets with their race number and picking up the t-shirts. And we've invited all of the core causes to, if they would like to come and set up a table to talk about their cause. It's a great opportunity to practice and get your, get the word out about your cause. We've invited you to come, and we'd love to see you that day. It's also an opportunity for you to see your other, your fellow causes and to have that collaboration with them as well. So that's going to be from 11 to 3. And it's on June 3rd. It's at the Lake Newport Pool parking lot in Reston. And we'll be sending out an email just to get your RSVP for that. So we just need to know if you can come and if you can't come. So we'd love to see you there. And then we'll be hosting the mid-year core cause. What do we call it? The check-in? Can't see the slide. The check-in. We called it the mid-year core cause check-in summer potluck. So we'll be hosting that. Actually, we have a date for that. Let's update that. Hang on.
Yeah.
Megan, do you have that in front of you? It's June something. It is. Hang on. It's June 24th. Sorry, I didn't realize that slide wasn't updated. So that will be, June 24th. And I believe it starts at 2 o'clock, but we will confirm that in an email as well. I apologize, that wasn't updated. And we're going to do a little bit of training. It'll be definitely some socializing and interacting. This is your opportunity to network with your other leaders. And then for those of you remote, we'll set up a Zoom bridge so that you can participate in the educational part of the event. All right. And then I think next we have Q&A. Feel free to ask any questions that you have. If you have any questions for Megan from an operations perspective, feel free. And then I'm curious to get your take on when we should do these meetings and how often. I'm actually good with the small group tonight, Megan. I'm thinking that we can send this link out, but we could do another round of this in a small group format. I really kind of like the small group format, actually.
Well, and I think especially since we have a small group on here, and first of all, thank you all for taking the time to set aside and show up tonight, because we also know your core causes are they're volunteer. They're over and above your family and your primary source of income, your job, whatever that may be, your school. I love that we have so many high schoolers that are a part of this. But so we do appreciate that. But I think the other thing, to Tara's note on how often, would be and please feel comfortable either with me and Tara or one or the other, let us know where you think you need the guidance and the support and the help. What would 30 minutes bring value? Is it in the fundraising? Is it in, I know we did the treasurer's call a couple months ago, but we really want to do these and set these mentor sessions up so that we're actually giving you information that also serves you and your cause and your volunteers, your leaders. So I just want you to know that, you know, you're in a safe space to share where some of the weaker links might be, that you could really use some support and a little bit of guidance. So it's my 2 cents.
And Nate, you were our, on this call, at least, you're our longest standing call. So appreciate you. I know some of this is not new information for you, but your expertise here is so valuable. And if you don't mind, can I share the little story about the phone call you gave me one Sunday morning?
I didn't do it.
So the reason too that we prep you we're prepping you for the opportunities that haven't happened yet that are going to happen. During the pandemic, I think we were still in lockdown, and we had connected with Nate and we were getting his core cause going, and things started really happening fast for Nate. Word was getting out about the Nate's project and Essentials for Education and Colby's project. And the news was starting to pick up the stories about these core causes that were putting desks in the homes of kids during quarantine. And so Nate texted myself and Doug one morning, and he's like, holy crap, I've got an interview with Good Morning America. What do I do? So we got on the phone and did some prep and did some Q&A, and Nate nailed it. And it was fun to watch his progression of, you know, Nate's a teacher and a darn good teacher, but his progression from, you know, that to growing his cause out of love to being on a national stage, and he nailed it. But I think had we had sessions like this in place, as he, you know, as he started, would have helped him, rather than baptism by fire, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But
So-
it was because of those that when, you know, even bigger platforms came like CBS Evening News, it was a total just like, oh, this is no big deal. I got this. Just what are the questions? Send me your questions. And you know, I already knew what to ask them ahead of time. I already knew what I was not willing to talk about, because I wasn't willing to talk about my school, because of confidentiality and all those other things. And so I already knew that, but it was from practicing with you guys that set that up.
Yeah. And we're so proud of you, Nate. I love telling that story because it really speaks to how, you know, CORE is really about mentoring, and we're about charity incubation and, you know, building these causes from the ground up. And I thank you for your leadership and sharing that story too. And
The Good Morning America thing was that when you were talking about the video, what they did was they took like this conglomerate of pictures I had posted and video I had posted and all that, and just asked for permission, and then just welded all that together and made a fantastic video. There was nothing that I actually was speaking to anybody in that video, but it went crazy viral right away.
Mhm.
And it was because I was a teacher. And the crazy thing about that is I didn't know who any of the other people were when I first started. I started because I felt led to do it. And it was just funny to see how many other people came along or were already in it. So.
Mhm. Yeah, Carrie, I look at Mia and I feel like Mia she's just one press article away from, you know, things going viral for her. So I know she's going to nail it when that opportunity happens. She did a great job speaking at the gala last year, and Izzy and Kira, I see the same path for you, and obviously Dee Dee as well. Izzy and Kira, I just had a quick idea. So if you all are able to come to the health and wellness opportunity, that could be an opportunity for you to collect clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think about that, and that could be a really easy way for us to help get the word out, and even sending it out to the athletes in one of our mailers that you can drop off give us the requirements, right? You're very gently used professional wear. So it could be an opportunity if you're available that day. So think about that. Hopefully you can hear us, but we'll circle back.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect.
Do you have the date for that?
Yeah, it's June 3rd, and it starts at 11 and goes till about 3.
It's a Saturday.
Perfect.
Right?
We'd most likely be able to be there.
I think that'd be great. And
Yeah, that'd be
so Sue, what you probably would want to come up with by that time would be something like a science fair kind of table setup, if you will. I
Yeah.
know, right? So something along those lines.
Yeah.
It doesn't have
okay.
to be fancy.
Okay, that sounds good. Cool.
It can be grassrootsy, all the better.
What kind of clothes are they looking for? Because
Mhm.
I have a couple of boxes that I was about to donate, so I'd rather donate them to them than
Yeah, we're looking for business attire for like job interviews or just office wear in general. It doesn't have to be crazy fancy, just like polos and slacks, stuff like that.
male and female, or just female, or
Male and female.
okay.
Where are you
Alright.
located? Because that's what we do as well. We try to give it to Dress for Success, and we have a couple of women's shelters and men's shelters that we have out here. But I'm in Chester, Virginia. So,
Yeah, we're in Northern Virginia, right outside of Reston.
okay, all right.
And Carrie, do you want to talk about your Girl Scout event? Because there may be some folks on the phone that may, well, Izzy and Kira might know some Girl Scouts that might be.
Yeah,
or
that would-
interested in aviation.
Yeah, Mia is planning. I was going to ask you about the volunteer awards, because I think that we have about 2 million hours of planning for this Girl Scout event. I mean, we're both exhausted. I think we spend every second that we can planning this event, but it's May 20th, next Saturday at the Flying Circus in Bealton, Virginia. It's just a wide open field, but they have 200 acres that they've been doing air shows every Sunday from May through October since 1970. And it's just an amazing little mom and pop little airport. And we were there on Sunday for their opening air show, and it was just a lot of fun. So they've agreed to team up with Mia and hold this a Girl Scout Aviation Day. You don't have to be a Girl Scout to come, but if you are a Girl Scout, we have a special aviation fun patch for the Girl Scouts that we're planning for 150. Right now, we only have about 37, 30 something registrations, but I have so many emails of people interested. It's just, and we keep following up. Just a matter of getting them registered. And Bealton is kind of far out there for Northern Virginia. It's a little bit of a drive, but we just thought it was a great place to hold it. So whether we have 30 or whether we have 150, it's going to be a great day, and we're super, super excited about it. But my daughter is 17. She is actually prepping for her check ride right now. So she's with her flight instructor at the airport, getting ready to do her check ride in the next 2 or 3 weeks to get her powered pilot's license. But she's 17. She's already a glider pilot. And she just has a love and passion for aviation, and the confidence it's given her, the study habits, the good study habits it's given her. And she just really wants to encourage youth to pursue. My son's walking in the house. It's really noisy.
It's all good. We can't hear it.
To pursue aviation, and just when she speaks to the kids, she just encourages them to pursue their passion, whatever that is. And she hopes that people can see the passion she has for aviation and find whatever passion that they have and pursue it. So that's what she's doing.
Outstanding. Lots of great things to come for Mia.
But yeah, if Girl Scout Aviation Day 23 at Gmail, if you know anybody that might be interested in coming out next Saturday, just have them email Girl Scout Aviation Day 23 at gmail.com, and we can send them the registration link.
Great.
Yeah, we
Great.
know a few Girl Scouts, so we'll definitely be sure to share that information. That's really great.
If you don't mind, I can shoot you over the flyer. If you want to give me an email or a phone number, I can text you or email you the flyer if you know some Girl Scouts.
Yeah, I can put my email in the chat.
Okay, perfect.
I'm seeing your note here, Nate. Yes, you need to move. All right. Does anybody else have any questions? It can be about anything. So at the end of these sessions as well, we're going to do just an ask us anything. Is there anything you need to know about, a question you have?
Yes.
Chances are someone else has the same question. We'll try to
Uh,
answer.
in the last 2 years, we have done Food Lion grants, and we did not do one for this Easter. Now, I usually worked on that with Mary, so I did not know how to navigate to apply for it this year. So
So-
I just,
I'm assuming that you have some content written.
yeah, but all of that content and information I would send to her. So,
If you could send us an email with the, the grant you'd like to apply to and the link of where we can go to take a look at it, we'll
Okay.
take a look and maybe send us some of that content too. And we can
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
set up a call with Brett. Well, sure, we'll help you with that. Yeah, just I'm trying to
All right.
understand what our starting point is, which is going to be, if you could just send us the link to the grant that you want to apply for and then the content. But yes, let's definitely get that. Let's definitely get that going for you.
We just had a quick question about, you said that we could film with, like in the office space.
Mhm.
Would there be like certain times that we'd be able to come in, or did you want me to just text you and like make a little appointment?
Just text me. We're gonna put the
Okay.
green, I've got to film anyway next week, so we're gonna pop the green screen up and we'll have the lights and whatnot. And just let me know when is good for you and you can, excuse
Okay,
me,
perfect.
I need some
Sounds
water. You
good.
can come over and we'll take care of that for you. And you can see Kaylin. Bonus.
I'm so excited.
Me too. All right. Does anybody have anything else tonight? Okay. Well, again, thank you so much for your time and attention. This has been a fantastic call. I really kind of like this smaller group. I think it worked really well. So Megan, for the other folks, let's set up an alternate date and we'll get another small group going with the same itinerary and make sure they get that information as well, or that opportunity at least to do the live version or the recording. So thanks again, everybody, for listening, and we will see you hopefully on the 3rd of June in person if you're local, and then in the event in towards the end of June, the what are we calling it? The Core Cause
The
check-in.
summer check-in. It'll be fun. There'll be food and get together. Yeah. It'll be
The
good.
potluck.
Potluck. There you go. All right. We'll see you all soon. Take care. Let us know if you need anything.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Have a great
bye-bye.